Home of the Dallas Stars is the American Airlines Center, hosting tonight's game number 4, and with the Stars leading in the series, they get a much-needed return.
The Florida Panthers have won their first cup. Listen and look at the sound from a Stanley Cup champion.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas, game number 4. The Dallas Stars leading the series 2-1, and the return of Miro Heiskanen has a chance to get the Stars up 3-1. The Jets trying to tie the series up at 2 here at American Airlines Center. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Max. Delighted to have you with us here as game number 4 is about to be underway pretty soon in this one, as the Stars are trying to go up 3-1, going to Winnipeg if they're able to. And if they do, then they can get the series in a stranglehold for sure, as the Jets have not won a away game this playoff year, as they lost all 3 in St. Louis the other year, or this before this round. It was the St. Louis Blues and the Winnipeg Jets, and that they all lost that series. They didn't lose a series. They all lost all those games actually, and it's gonna be a tough task for sure on Connor Hellebuck, who has not been able to win much in this playoff year, and he's looking to change it up for sure, and let's see if he can change it up. For the Dallas Stars, they get the return of Miro Heiskanen. He has not played since January 28th when he got injured by Mark Stone. Yeah, Miro Heiskanen injuring himself. Miro Heiskanen got injured by Mark Stone on January 28th in Vegas, and he just came off the LTIR today, this morning, and it has been 105 days ago since he last played a NHL game. It's going to be the first time that he's going to play with Rantanen, who has been a stranglehold. He's been a difference maker in this series and in these playoffs. He has factored in on the 15 of the last 17 Dallas Stars goals in these playoffs. We're about to be underway here at American Airlines Center. Game number 4. A raucous crowd here.
Stars fans, this is the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. Let your Stars hear you. Now, taking the ice, your Dallas American Airlines Center here in Dallas.
Welcome in, everybody. Game number 4 here in game number 4, Stanley Cup playoffs. Winnipeg Jets, Dallas Stars, American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as Miro Heiskanen will make his debut again, or debut in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year, looking to try and hope his team to a 3-1 series lead, as the Dallas Stars are trying to go for a 3-1 series lead against the Winnipeg Jets, the best team in the regular season's been out since January 28th, a knee injury. He's back in the lineup, 25 points in 50 games played, and his return in the start.
It's a little bit of everything, and the way Thomas Harley has emerged with him.
As Miro Heiskanen is back in the lineup for the Dallas Stars.
Playoff teams on the defense, so big addition for the Dallas Stars.
Scored or assisted on 15 of the team's last 17 goals. Mikko Rantanen since the first round, Game 5, as he has been great for them.
Heiskanen returns for Dallas. We say good evening to Jeff King, the public address.
Jeff K. He will take it over from here.
Stars, Dallas, Stars, Dallas, Stars. To
honor all the men and women who have served our country, would you please rise if able and welcome to the ice our Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket and City Credit Union hometown hero of the game, United States Marine Corps Corporal Ethan Jolly. And now, to sing the anthems of two great nations, Michael Bortz of the vocal majority.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So Connor Hellebuck, 5-5 in the postseason, 8.48 save percentage, only one shutout. That was in Game 2. He's allowed a goal on the first shot in 4 of 10 games in this postseason, and he has a 3.51 goals against allowed. Jake Ottinger on the other end, 6-4, 2.71 goals against allowed, 9.11 save percentage. No shutouts in these playoffs. 2 goals against on 26 shots in the Game 3 victory here at American Airlines Center. They're looking to get 2 wins here at home as they look to try to take a 3-1 series lead going to Winnipeg for game number 5 as they look to try to take a stranglehold in the series. Rantanen's out there as Miro Heiskanen will be starting for the first time since January 28th, 105 days ago. Paired up with Thomas Harley. His first game since January 28th. The crowd is standing, waving the towels. Game number 4, Johnston. And we're underway in Game 4. Barron win the faceoff, and DeMello will shoot it back in, deflected back into the corner. Ottinger plays it, gave it away almost immediately in the game. That would have been a crucial mistake early on as Miro Heiskanen has the puck for the first time since January 28th. He had knee surgery and had to recover. He's been out for more than 3 months, and his return here in game number 4 of the second round. Deflected back in by Appleton. Ottinger out to play it. Lindell has it in the corner. Dodonov with the puck will try to stretch it up for Jamie Benn. No icing off the boards. Appleton found on the clearance attempt. It's loose along the wall as Jamie Benn pressures Iafallo. Comes back out to center ice as Kyle Connor dropped it off for Pionk. Or pardon me, Scheifele. In the corner along the boards, loose along the wall, and it's chipped out of the zone. That's Shen, pardon me. No icing here as a hit in the corner. And here's Iafalu who passes it across. Scheifele couldn't receive the pass. And Pionk has it in his own zone. Pressure there on Niederreiter. As Thomas Harley will shoot it back in for Dallas. We're a minute and a half into the first period here in game number 4. Race for the puck. Labushkin icing on Winnipeg. We get our first whistle. It looked like for a moment in the warm-ups that Labushkin was going to be a healthy scratch and it would have been a 12-6 lineup, but instead Blackwell gets scratched at the last second and Labushkin is in, so the Stars are running an 11-7 lineup format as Miro Heiskanen, his first game back, as he'll try to make an impact early on in this series for him at least, as the Stars lead the series 2-1. Face-off in the Jets zone, off the face-off one here to the blue line. Petrovic's shot was blocked from the blue line. Bishop now gets it on the backhand. It is Marchman who dumps it back in. Miro Heiskanen in the regular season, 50 games played, 5 goals, 20 assists, 25 points. Been out since January. That pass couldn't reach Lowry. A 2-on-1 potentially here with Sagan. Sagan looking into the slot. He lost the handle of it actually. And he was trying to pass it back door. A great opportunity there. Flubbed. Duchesne passes it across for Petrovic, who tries to stretch it up, deflected back into the corner. Granlund trying to get it. Hellebuck got the plate, almost gave it away to Granlund. Huge hit by Granlund along the boards too. He drew the penalty on the last game that led to the Thomas Harley goal to make it 2-1 at that point in the game. So he's had a very good series. As this is loose along the boards, and Granlund will chip it out of the zone. DeMello pressured by Robertson from behind. Robertson just came back into the series in game number 2. Morrissey has it off the boards as it's dumped back in by Niederreiter. Ottinger out to play it. CC had some trouble with it. 7 defensemen for the Dallas Stars skating here in this lineup. They have 11 forwards. They need some production from the defensive pairings as Lindell has the puck. He'll move it up for Dodonov, who tries to speed it in. He'll just flip it back into the corner. Dodonov behind the net, loose along the boards, still loose as they battle for it. Jimmy Benn behind the net, goes back to the point. Heiskanen shot, deflected wide. Miro Heiskanen trying to get to the goal scoring early on in game number 4. It'd be his first goal back from injury. Harley gets the pass from Ottinger. And Miro Heiskanen moved it up. Rope Hintz. Heiskanen got into a collision there a little bit as the Jets are trying to roughen up Miro Heiskanen. He's back from injury. Hintz is pressuring Kyle Connor from behind and couldn't get the puck as he moves it in. Kyle Connor trying to make a move on Heiskanen. And a nice defensive play by Miro Heiskanen. Scheifele centered shot. What a save, Ottinger with the glove. A centering pass for Tanev. Oh, my. Pardon me, Velarde. My goodness. Velarde with the opportunity off the pass from Scheifele. And a huge glove save there by Jake Ottinger. And that's a dandy right there with the glove. 3 Stars defensemen were in the corner. Or 2 of them were in the corner and 1 forward. Jake Ottinger. .915 save percentage in his career in the postseason. Stars looking to clear it out. Shen held it in. Marchman deflected it up the middle of the ice. Sagan trying to get it, and it's icing on Dallas. 3:58 in to game number 4. Hellebuck on the road's been brutal for the Winnipeg Jets as he has a .772 save percentage. 0-4 and a 6.65 goals against average were allowed, which is not good. 4 games allowing 5+ goals, 3 such games in the regular season. As they add a second back on the clock as the faceoff was not won cleanly. Velarde was trying to win the faceoff. Duchesne and Velarde in the faceoff dot. Face-off won by Velarde. Shen looks, he shoots, and it's stopped by Ottinger, trying to scoop it up, could not. Duchesne off the glass. Marshman trying to get it out. Loose along the boards, back to the point for Shen. Stars couldn't clear it. Lindell intercepts that pass along the boards. He's getting pressured by behind by Velarde. Comes back out to center ice. Sagan drops it off for a speedy Cece. He shoots, and a save made. First shot for Dallas in the game. Marshman gets taken down along the boards. He looks to get the puck again, and it's cleared out of the zone by Velarde. Cece has the puck now. Passes it across for Lindell, and it's chipped back in by Sagan. Pionk has the puck behind the net, pressured by Duchesne from behind. Loose along the board, Stars trying to get it. Comes free, and it comes to the Jets instead. Nice play right there by Barron. He gets it back as the Stars are trying to send it in deep and trying to go for a rush. Shots are even at 2 here in the game. Here's Appleton. He shoots through the crease. It's loose. Trying to go backdoor for Barron. Tanev across to the point. Sandberg's shot through traffic, deflected and out of play. Close chance there for the Winnipeg Jets, and now Bishop getting with it with Tanev as they exchange words after the whistle. .5:07 has passed here in the first period, and the Winnipeg Jets and the Stars are even and scoreless in this game. Stars leading this series 2-1. They're trying to take a 3-1 series lead to Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And Hellebuck has been pulled in 3 of 5 losses in this postseason. Not good numbers for the Vezina Trophy winner in the past 2 years, I believe. Trying to go for his 3rd straight, I believe, this year. Game 4, Hart and Vezina Trophy finalist, 2-time Vezina winner Connor Hellebuck. And it's not been good for him. Labushkin will play it for Harley. Now it's Harley and Labushkin together. Robertson moves it up through the middle for Johnston on the pass. For Rantanen, he shoots, deflected, save! It was Rantanen with the pass to Johnston, and it was denied by Hellebuck on the doorstep. And Robertson gets a little bit pushed there by Pionk after the whistle as he was trying to whack it in. Good save there by Connor Hellebuck. As Rantanen continues to factor on in this series as he almost set up Johnston for the opening goal of Game 4. Ooh, that was close. Rantanen able to find those passes. He's been effective in these playoffs. 15 of the last 17 Stars goals have been factored by him. 4 goals in this series. He has 6 points. That's both most in the series. He's been the real factor in this series so far. Johnston and Scheifele in the face-off dot. On the blocker side of Hellebuck, the face-off won by Scheifele becomes loose to Rantanen. He has the puck along the boards, pressured by Scheifele from behind. Rantanen trying to drop it off for Robertson, who gets the puck now. Kyle Connor intercepts Robertson's pass to the point for Haskin and could not go. And a 3-on-2 developing for the Jets. A pass for Morrissey trying to go backdoor for Connor. That was blocked by Johnston. Miro Heiskanen off the boards. Robertson gets it now. The first time Dallas has been healthy in this postseason, with both of their main players that were out at the beginning of this postseason run are back in it. Exception of Niels Lundqvist, who is still out of the lineup, but a potential possibility if the Stars were to move on in this series. After this series, as it's dumped back in, no icing. Ottinger out to play it. Nemestikov trying to get the puck free, and Dodonov gets it now on the backhand. Pressured, and backhanded to the blue line, not out. Niederreiter held it in. Now Perfetti shoots, and a save made by Ottinger. Rebound shot over the net. Stars have not been able to clear the puck effectively here in this opening 6.5 minutes. Sam Steele with the puck will backhand it back in. They'll go for a line change. Jake Ottinger has made some saves early on in this one. Shen will pass it across as it's shot back in there by Fleury. Lowry trying to get it. Labushkin tries to slap it out of the zone, and the Stars will get it out of the zone. The top line out there. Here is Harley. He gets taken down, and a 2-on-2 the other way. Ehlers is in, looking into the slot. He shoots, and a save made by Ottinger. Huge save there by Jake Ottinger. as the Stars have allowed a couple of chances early on in this one. Try not to let those passes nice. Go to commercial. Welcome back, everybody, to the American Airlines Center. Game number 4 of this best of 7 series of the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets. Game 3's final result was 5-2. The crowd on their feet, rallying with the rally towels at American Airlines Center as everyone is standing on their feet. As the teams of a 2-1 series lead in the best of 7 win series 66% of the time, a 241 win over a 124 loss record when leading the series 2-1. Off the face-off, one here by Ehlers, and it's DeMello's shot that was blocked. Picked up again. Ehlers goes back to the point, held in. Shot by Fleury went wide. Lowry trying to get it now. And Harley tries to chip it out of the zone off the glass. He will. Granlund has the puck. Pressured. And shot back in by Rantanen. Hellebuck out to play it. Ehlers with the puck and then plays it up here as Morrissey will move it up now. Into the zone. Waiting. Drops it out for Ehlers. Shot. Save made by Ottinger. It's loose again. And it goes to the point. DeMello goes back again for Morrissey. Now Lowry with the puck. High slot shot. Wide of the net. Stars need to clear it out of their zone more often here. Hintz trying to get the puck. Ehlers goes back to the point for Morrissey. Goes low into the corner. Back for Morrissey's shot. That just missed wide of the net. Rope Hintz clears it out to center. Kyle Connor has the puck again. There should have been a penalty, as it is going to be a penalty. Dallas will go on the power play as DeMello slashed the stick out of Granlund's hands, and the Stars are going to go to the power play. And the crowd rallying, looking to see if they can get a goal to get the goal scoring going in game number 4 as Granlund, his stick just got held there and then just pulled out of his hands. Granlund drawing another penalty, holding the stick penalty on DeMello, and the Stars are going to go to the power play. Stars trying to convert on this power play here. Robertson, Sagan, Marchment, Harley, and Granlund to start off this power play. Not the Rantanen unit to start it off. I guess they're going to be second unity that, as it's an interesting choice. 30% on the power play, second among remaining teams this postseason. The Dallas Stars ranked on the power play, looking to improve on it and try to get a goal to open game 4. Granlund trying to get it. Marchment, now Robertson along the boards to the point. Harley, now Robertson along the boards. Off a skate and a turnover. It's been the problem with Robertson in the series. He has not been able to get in. Iafallo tries to send it low for Baron. Harley Almost got it stolen away, and Robertson gets it back. Those passes are not going to work on the power play, Robertson, as Harley has the puck now. Drops it off into the middle for Granlund, who made a move on Tanev. He's in. He shoots. Scores! Mikael Granlund makes it 1-0 Dallas. Wow. Looked like an innocent shot, but Granlund beat Hellebuck. He made a move on Tanev at the blue line, and then just a wrister, snapshot, whatever, just beats Hellebuck on the glove side. Granlund had made a move on Tanev and just danced and just shot it in. 1-0 Dallas on the power play. Mikael Granlund, who has been good here at home, his 13th career playoff goal and his second of this postseason, and Dallas has the lead. Appleton will shoot it back in. The Stars a power play goal again in the series, and they have a 1-goal lead again. Both games here at home, they've scored a power play goal to open the scoring. Dadonov with the puck now. Deflected into the middle, that's broken up. And Lindell will play it up for Jimmy Benn with the puck, who drops it off for Lindell again. Across for Cece, crowd animated here as they're back in it. Ben trying to get along the boards, pressuring DeMello in the corner, and he gets taken down. Shot back in by Harley. Hellebuck leaves it on a platter for DeMello, and it's cleared out. No, it's not. Rantanen held it in. Hintz along the board, centered, and it deflected up in the air as Appleton will pick up the puck now and will pass it across for Nemestikov into the zone. Entry here. Niederreiter will pick up the puck now. Sends it deep into the corner for Nemestikov, who couldn't get it. And Rantanen will get it now and will flip it out of the zone out to center ice. And the Jets will move it back in again. Dumped into the corner by Perfetti. Niederreiter was trying to get it. Heiskanen backhands it to the point, and out of the zone. Sandberg couldn't hold it in. Race with the puck, Duchesne. And he couldn't get it away from Sandberg. Pionk moves it up, and Perfetti will send it back in. 1-0 Dallas here in Game 4. Marchment picks up the puck now. Maybe a rush here for Dallas. Duchesne gets through Pionk. Matt Duchesne in the corner, behind the net now. He goes back to the point where no one was there. Labushkin, and now Bishop with the puck. He'll shoot it back in. Sandberg will get the puck now in the corner. Had some pressure. Marchman was trying to get it, and Pionk will pick up the puck now. Velarde will clear it out to center ice, and Ehlers moves it up and passes it across. Lowry shot deflected into the corner. Sagan trying to get it out. Bishop, pressure. Lowry takes down Sagan. Duchesne tries to move it up. They try to send it in deep. Marchment intercepted there by Shen. 5-4, the shots favoring the Jets, but the Stars have a 1-goal lead off the Mikael Granlund goal on the power plays. Back out there again. Here's Rope, hints off his stick. Laid on the platter for Velarde as they enter the zone. Ehlers across. Here's a chance shot. Blocked out in front by Mikael Granlund. He has done an incredible job in this first period already. Shot by Shen, and the save made on the blocker side. Granlund gets pushed off the puck by Tanev. And then a huge hit along the boards by Granlund. Lindell moves it up into the middle. Rantanen pressured by Appleton. Morrissey has the puck now, and Iafallo will try to stretch it up. Here's Appleton on the far side, near the boards. Rantanen will get it out now. Trying to move it up, and that pass was deflected away. Rantanen trying to slow it down now. Could not go. Ottinger out to play it. Lindell off the pass from Cece. In the circle, 8:15 left to go in the first period. Steele moves it up for Jamie Benn into the zone on the outside, trying to get through Pionk, who couldn't let him through. Loose along the boards, a pork buck battle along the boards, and it's picked up there by Sandberg. Shot back in from center ice off the board. Scheifele trying to center it. He does. Kyle Connor on the wraparound attempt. It was stopped by Ottinger. He's out of position. He was trying to bank it in off of Ottinger. Kyle Connor with the opportunity. And a turnover into the slot almost for Iafallo. Couldn't hit the puck. Dadonov off his skate. 2-on-2 crossing the line. Pressured by Pionk off the puck. Scheifele now with the puck. 7.5 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 Dallas. 6-4, the shots favoring the Jets. Sandberg made a move there. on Rope Hintz as he'll try to move it up to center ice. He will. Intercepted there by Johnston, though. He's pressured from behind. Perfetti is pressuring him a lot there. Labushkin deflected, no icing. 7:15 left to go in the first. Hellebuyck got to play it. Turned it over to Johnston, who tries to center. It was deflected off a stick. Robertson was in the slot. Iafallo. And it's along the boards where it's fought for. Niederreiter has it tied up along the boards. Robertson has it. And deflected and out of play into the netting. 6:57 left to go in the first. The Stars with a 1-0 lead off Mikael Granlund's goal. On the power play, the Stars lead by 1. Back, everybody, here in Dallas. A 1-0 lead for the Dallas Stars, and they are trying to continue the magic they've been getting from Mikko Rantanen. 5 3-point games, most in NHL history through a team's first 10 postseason games. He continues to be the spark that the Dallas Stars have needed, and now their depth has shown up a little bit more now. So a dangerous Dallas squad who looks to try to win the Western Conference of these playoffs. They're trying to make it to the Western Conference Final for the 3rd straight year in a row and potentially win that Stanley Cup as their Stanley Cup favorites. 6:57 left to go in the first period. 9 goals for Rantanen in this playoff year. Svechnikov trailing him. He was tied with Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon's out of the playoffs, so can't add to that total. Face-off won here by Lowry in his own zone. Morrissey will clear it around the boards, trying to clear it out of the zone. Velarde rimmed it all the way around. Sagan will get to the loose puck. He lost the handle, held into the point by Ceci. Here's Duchesne making some moves with stick handling. Poked away by DeMello. Loose along the boards, Marchment. Marchment behind the net. He'll go back to the point for Lindell. Save, loose in the crease. Trying to bank in enough of Hellebuyck. Loose along the boards. It's behind the net. And Lindell gets it. Stars feeling it right now. Marchment behind the net for Duchesne. Trying to center it. And he could not go. It was blocked away. And the Stars are feeling it right there on that shift. Here's Ehlers crossing the line. Trying to go across for Nemestikov. That was disrupted. Velarde behind the net. Ehlers trying to get off his skate. Goes back to the blue line. Sandberg to Pionk's shot. Through traffic. It was stopped by Ottinger. Rope Hintz clears it down the length of the ice. And Rantanen trying to get through the defense. He gets it in the corner. Pressured by Sandberg. Loose along the boards to the point. Petrovic across for Bissell. Looking. Shot, save. Rantanen got taken down with no puck near him. Granlund. No penalty. Wow. That's a terrible missed call by the referees. 2 blatant penalties and they don't call them. The Jets get away with more. Pionk behind the net. Rimmed it all the way around. Granlund trying to get it. Bissell behind the net is Niederreiter. Pressured by Petrovic in the corner. Bissell had 13 hits in Game 3 of this series. He's only 20 years old. Dadonov pressuring someone from behind. Dadonov behind the net. Centering pass that goes through the slot. And an odd man rush for the Jets. A 3-on-1. Heiskanen back, trying to break up the play, and Appleton couldn't handle the pass. A broken up 3-on-1, 4-on-1 for Winnipeg. The Stars survived that. Heiskanen knocked it down, but he didn't know where the puck was. Appleton's shot, save made by Ottinger, loose in the crease. Heiskanen gets it now, and he'll rim it all the way around to the point. DeMello. Now it's Appleton with the puck, waiting, looking, to the point. DeMello's shot is stopped by Ottinger up in the air, still loose in the slot, trying to get it, and it goes into the corner. Stars trying to clear it, still pressure from behind. Is a penalty, or no, there wasn't a penalty, there's a whistle. Ottinger was trying to get the attention of the officials. His mask had popped off, the strap behind his mask had popped off, and he gets a whistle with 4:20 to go in the first period. We'll go to commercial. 4:20 to go in the first. Welcome back, everybody. A 1-0 lead for the Dallas Stars over the Winnipeg Jets here in game number 4. And the Stars up by 1 off the goal by Mikael Granlund. And with 4:20 left to go in the first period, the Stars lead by 1. And the Jets down by 1 again here on the road. Crowd rallying here at American Airlines Center. Stars with a 1-goal lead. Winnipeg and Dallas. Game 4. Stars leading the series 2-1. Face-off not won cleanly. Shifley complaining off the face-off. Jets road goal differential this postseason is -16. That's worst in the NHL. They had a +26 in the regular season. That was best in the NHL. Off the face-off, won by Dallas. Rantanen gets it in the corner. We'll look to move it up. It's Robertson and Johnston with Rantanen here as Rantanen's double shifting. Granlund second of the postseason. That's the Dallas goal. So low effort. Makes it 1-0 on the power play. Robertson moves it up off the stretch pass. He makes a move and pass across, and the shot by Rantanen was blocked into the corner. Shifley moves it along the boards. Lindell intercepts. Behind the net, Rantanen tied up by Morrissey. Rantanen pressured by 2. Johnson will try to get it along the boards. Kyle Connor has some trouble. Robertson gets it, then turns it over. And Shifley on his knees as he fell down with the puck. Lindell with 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Loose along the boards. Robertson flips it out. Deeper into the zone. Here's Sagan with a chance. Looking, and he'll send it deep into the corner. A turnover. Johnston trying to take advantage of it. Almost got it. Sagan almost turned it over. Or Appleton almost turned it over. Or Fleury, pardon me, to Sagan. Iafallo will shoot it back in. Ottinger out to play it, and then Harley has the puck now. Marchment out of his reach. That pass from Harley. Marchment throws a little bit of a hit after that. Less than 3 to go in the first period. Nemestikov gets it in the corner. Loose along the boards, trying to get it. 2:50 left to go in the first. It's still jammed up along the boards. 1-0 Dallas on a power play goal by Granlund. Shot by Pionk is stopped by Ottinger. With 2:41 to go. And a little bit of a scrum right afterwards. as the Jets were trying to get something loose from that goal crease, but Oettinger was not going to let up there. Stars and Jets here in game number 4. One nothing Dallas. A power play goal. And they get separated there. 1-0 the Stars lead it here in game number 4. (10-5) the shots favoring the Winnipeg Jets. And the Stars only with 5 shots. It's Niederreiter frustrated on the bench. Just frustration for the Jets overall in this game. Iafallo in the faceoff dot, Steele won it. Ceci, and now Lindell gets it in the corner. He'll clear it out, the zone out to the blue line. Ehlers re-enters onside, they say. Rimmed all the way around behind the net, centering pass. Velarde with a chance, save made. Oettinger again coming up big here in the first. 11 shots for the Jets early on. Jimmy Benn chips it into the corner. Steele trying to get it. Loose along the boards. Dadonov shot it wide to the point. Ceci! Shot was blocked. Ehlers picks it up now. And will drop it out for Pionk. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Pionk will move it up. That's turned over at the blue line. Granlund re-enters onside. Stolen away by Tanev on the back check. And a little bit of pressure here by Tanev, and Pionk trying to clear it out of the zone. Granlund poked out the center, but the Stars are pressuring a lot in the offensive zone. Even though they only have 5 shots, they force a lot of turnovers. Here's Rope. Hintz had the chance. It rolled over his stick. Oh, that would have been a 2-on-1 for the Stars late in the period if that pass had connected. DeMello has the puck now with 1:18 left to go in the first. He gets it back again off the pass, and it's deflected back in. No icing. Waved off by the linesman. Miro Heiskanen with the puck now will clear it out of the zone. Duchesne moves it up for Sagan off his stick. Deflected. Sandberg pressured by Sagan from behind. Marchment gets it loose. Marchment shoots, and it missed wide. And there's a penalty, I believe, with 59.5 left to go. And what's the penalty? Or is it a whistle? Let's see, what's the call? Sagan's going to the box. I didn't see any holding there. There's a tug to the jersey. I could see why, but that's such a little pull. We're really calling that in the playoffs, really? Okay. So a holding call on Sagan. He doesn't like the call. So it's Scheifele, Ehlers, Connor, Morrissey, and Velarde on the power play here. Off the faceoff, won by Dallas. Steele had won it. Ceci clears it with 54 seconds to go in the first. Morrissey will go back. Time ticking down here in the first. And the power play just starting for the Winnipeg Jets. Ehlers will shoot it back in. Oettinger slowed it down. Scheifele will get it along the boards. Connor behind the net, trying to get it back to Scheifele behind the net. Lindell is pressured by Scheifele. Granlund getting his stick lifted, and it's cleared down the length of the ice by Dallas. 17.1% effectiveness for the Winnipeg Jets. They're 1 for 13 in the series. Morrissey will move it up. Ehlers into the zone. Drops it off, or sends it deep into the corner for Connor. Connor looking, goes back to the point. 12 seconds to go in the period. Ehlers now for Connor. Back door. Scheifele couldn't get the stick on it. 6 seconds remaining in the first period. Morrissey had held it in. Johnston forced it out. Not enough time for a chance, as Johnston, there was a shorthanded opportunity. They didn't have enough time. So a 1-0 lead for the Dallas Stars after 20 minutes of play here in game number 4. And they look to continue that momentum that they've had as they have a 1-0 lead going into the locker room. And we'll see what the Jets have to do to respond, as we will go to our intermission report in just a moment. The Stars and the Jets, game number 4. The Stars leading 1-0 here in game number 4.
Home of Dallas.
Welcome back, everybody. Our intermission report going to start here as the Stars have a 1-0 lead. I don't know why this thing always messes with me before the games or during the games. Excuse me for that. Stars lead 1-0. Power play with a minute left to go on it for the Winnipeg Jets, with the Stars with a 1-goal lead. And they look to continue that, as these are the penalties: holding on Sagan. That's why we have a power play. A power play goal by Mikhail Granlund. They're 1-for-1 on the night, the Dallas Stars. As look at this. Granlund makes a move as the drop pass by Harley. Granlund made a move on Tanev at center and then just shot it and beats Hillebutt clean on the glove side as Harley and Robertson with the assist. That's Robertson's first point of this playoff year. The Stars have a 1-0 lead. Those are the stats after the first period. We will be right back, and we'll go more in depth in this intermission as we're back in just a moment. back, everybody, on the intermission report as the Dallas Stars are up 1-0 over the Winnipeg Jets here. We're about to be starting the second period just soon. These are the stats after the first period. 1-for-1 on the power play was Dallas. 53.8% of the faceoffs was won by Dallas in that first period. 22 hits to 12 in favor of the Jets. 7-6 of giveaways. There's a lot of giveaways in this game. And the penalty minutes are even at 2. Yeah, the advantage to the hits for the Winnipeg Jets, but the start of that early power play goal by Granlund that looked like a stoppable shot by Hellebuck. But Granlund will take it, and the Stars have a 1-0 lead in Game 4 here at home at American Airlines Center. Still a power play to kill off for the Stars as they have a 1-goal lead. Granlund again with the goal, a snapshot at 8:36. We'll see the goal visualizer. And if you want to see how this play developed, as Granlund had just made a move on Tanev at center and just shot it in, snapped it in to the back of the net. The Stars have a 1-0 lead in game number 4. They're going to continue that momentum and try to take a 3-1 series lead. The Jets trying to respond going into the second period as they're down 1-0 in the game 4 that they must win or else it's do or die in game 5 for them at home. Trying to win a home game has been pretty not difficult for them, but elimination game at home. It's going to be crazy if they end up in that situation. The Stars trying to force that situation as they'll go to break again. back, everybody, to the second period of game number 4. The Stars with a 1-0 lead. They have to kill for penalty entering this period. The Stars have to go a minute of power play time. The Jets tie the game. We'll see. Stars, Jets here in game number 4 at American Airlines Center. As the Dallas Stars with an advantage here in game 4. Paige Wickers, a number 1 pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. Dallas guard is here in the building at Glass Level. The Dallas Stars with a 1-0 lead, trying to go up 3 games to 1 in the series, and they're going to get ready for the face-off. The Stars have to give up a minute of power play time. See the Jets get a better response here in the second period. We will see for sure. Stars with a 1-0 lead off the goal by Mikhail Granlund. And that was a huge goal for them as they just get a snapshot that just goes into the back of the net. They were really good on the forecheck, Dallas. And Mira Haskins' return has been great so far. And some great saves by Ottinger in this one for sure. He has been huge in this game for the Dallas Stars. Hagen has to serve a minute of power play or penalty time, as he took a holding penalty, I believe, with a minute left to go in the first period. And the Jets are on the power play for a minute. As we're about to start the second period, off the faceoff won by Shifley. They got a minute of power play time to work with. Morrissey has the puck behind the net. He'll circle it out to the front of the net. 13th career goal by Granlund in this playoff career. 1-0 Dallas. Power play goal in all 6 home games this postseason for the Dallas Stars. Steele, loose, Lindell, Connor goes back to the point. Morrissey held it in at the line. Connor along the boards, now in the circle, outside the circle now. Feeds it low for Shifley behind the net. Looking for an option, 27 seconds to go on the power play. Morrissey, Shifley along the boards, goes low for Velarde. Back for Shifley again. He waits. A pass for Morrissey, shot deflected wide of the net. Velarde goes back for Shifley along the boards. Granlund trying to get it away. Morrissey shot deflected, save made by Ottinger. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Ehlers trying to hold it in, he will. On the backhand, he'll feed it for Morrissey to the point. Power play expires now. Shot, score! It banked in off of Ottinger. This game is tied. A minute and 3 seconds in after the penalty expired, it banked in off of Ottinger and into the net, and the Jets have tied the game. 1:03 into the period. That's a weird one. As Ehlers just took a shot, as Ehlers was trying to go back door for Mark Shifley, and I guess Ottinger was fooled by the look, I guess, where Ehlers was looking at. It looked like he was going to make a pass, and instead it banks off of Ottinger's pad and in. That's a weird one. Weird one for sure, and not a good one to give up there, of course. But the Jets tie it up after the power play had expired. Heiskanen gets the puck now as the Jets ice the puck. And a weird one there, as both these goals were kind of soft for both goaltenders. The Granlund goal was just entering the zone and just putting it into the back of the net, and then that one just fooling Ottinger on that one with the thought of a pass. Instead, it banked off the pad through the 5-hole of Ottinger and into the net. 5 points in the 6 games. He missed 5 games in the first round of injury, Nikolai Ehlers, in this playoff year. Cleared out the zone by Fleury out to center ice. Here's Lowry, backhanded into the zone. Heiskanen gets it now. Now Harley rimmed it all the way around, and the Stars looking to clear it and turned over. Instead, Robertson couldn't have cleared it out of the zone. Deflected behind the net. 11-5, the shots favoring the Jets. They've dominated in the shot department. Ehlers, and now a shot. That's whiffed on. Robertson trying to get it out to center. He will. Couldn't get a pass for Rantanen, though, as he's Rantanen's double shifting here for the Stars. 1-1 tie here in game number 4. A drop pass into the middle for Fleury. Went off his stick. Niederreiter couldn't get it. Heiskanen fan on the clearance attempt, and Fleury has it in the corner. Rimmed it all the way around. Kyle Connor will pick up the puck. A shot. Goes behind the net for Nemestikov. 2 minutes have passed here in the second period. Sandberg goes across. Shot from distance. Deflected wide of the net. Robertson trying to get it. Niederreiter tried to center it. Was blocked away by Heiskanen. Goes back, Sandberg shot. Slowed down, back door. Wraparound block by Robertson. An open net for Niederreiter when it's blocked by Robertson. Sandberg sends it across Pionk. Waiting to Sandberg. Shot over the net. Ottinger was out of position there. That's going to be an icing on Dallas. They won't be able to change. But so far, the Jets have found a response. And the Stars have not been able to carry over that energy they had in the first period. Here are the upcoming schedule for the Stanley Cup playoffs tomorrow night. Game 5. Series tied at 2. Florida, Toronto, and then Edmonton, Vegas. 3-1 series lead for the Oilers. 1 win away from the Western Conference Final. The Eastern Conference Final, Carolina's within 1 win. And they're leading 3-1 in their series against the Washington Capitals. That'll be on Thursday. Dallas will play their series on Thursday. Game number 5, either a 3-1 series lead for the Dallas Stars or an even series at 2. Scheifele heading into the line. Across, shot! Save made by Ottinger as Robertson will clear it off the boards. Will that be an icing slowed down? No. 12-5, the shots favoring the Jets, and the Stars really need to find their offense here. They haven't been able to find it at all in this one. Scheifele makes a move on Sagan, but stolen away by Marchment. Sagan chips it into the corner, races for the puck with DeMello. And a hit there behind the net. Sagan has it, centering pass. Goes to the slot. Labushkin, now Lindell. Shot! Save made by Hellebuck through distance. First Dallas shot of the period. And Iafallo is bleeding. He's going to go to the locker room. I don't know what happened there on Iafallo, but something must have happened there for him to go to the locker room. Oh! The puck had hit him in the face or around his knee area, I'm not sure. And it was Haskin who was trying to clear it. It was blocked by Iafallo, and that's the reason why he's going to the locker room. Lowry and Harley in the faceoff. Harley wins the faceoff. Here's a shot from distance, or it was Duchesne actually, pardon me. Sagan takes down another Jet, and they call a penalty on that. That's pathetic. That's a terrible call. And another Jets power play. The start the Stars did not need in this game number 4.
Dallas, minor penalty, tripping.
A tripping call. Sagan takes 2 bad penalties. And the Jets have a chance to get on top in this game. And the disrupts his skating. Yeah, that's a little bit of a trip, yep. Yeah, but Sagan needs to be better than that. Why is he taking dumb penalties like that? He should not be taking penalties like that in the crucial game 4. Ehlers with 3 shots and a goal. And a broken stick on the ice. And Velarde taking up time. Probably should call it delay a game, potentially. If he's taking that long to get a stick. He just broke his stick on accident or what? Or just trying to stall time. Ehlers, Scheifele, Connor, Morrissey, and Velarde. Steele, Granlund, Lindell, and Ceci in the face-off dot. Steele won the face-off. Ceci, Lindell trying to clear. He tried to pass it back. Backhander on goal. Loose. Scheifele. Save made by Ottinger as they're pressuring Dallas in game 4. 7 seconds into the power play. Velarde just broke his stick on the face-off and just, not even accidental, just broke it. Okay? I've never seen that before, honestly. I've never seen that. I honestly have not seen that. Kyle Connor, now Morrissey slaps one wide of the net as it deflected off a body. Lindell will clear it down the length of the ice. 1 for 14 this series. They're 0 for 1 on the power play. The only power play goal for the Jets was in game number 2 on the double minor penalty. Connor sends it across. Scheifele tried to send it across for Ehlers. Stars looking to counter shorthanded. Instead, Steele will clear it out the center ice to Morrissey, who has the puck. 40 seconds have passed here on the power play for Winnipeg. As it's sent back in, Ehlers in the corner. Ceci pressuring him along the boards. Still loose. And it's cleared down the length of the ice. Hellebuck got to play it. Trouble there by Johnson trying to get the puck away from him. Morrissey has the puck now. Behind the net with less than a minute left to go in the power play for the Jets. Dorsey looking. He'll pass it across for Nemestikov, who'll shoot it back in. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Lindell has the puck in the corner. Appleton stole it away from him. One of the Stars went down as Pionk will send it across for Niederreiter. Pressured at the point. Rimmed all the way around. Appleton behind the net. Chipped it along for Perfetti along the boards. And Hintz tried to clear it out of the zone. Could not. Pionk held it in. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Perfetti looking. Deflected off and sticking out of the zone. Great stick there by Rope Hintz on the pass from Perfetti. More than 5 minutes have passed here in the second period. 1-1 tie here in Game 4. Shut back in by Perfetti off the boards awkwardly. And Lindell will send it down the length of the ice. Out to center. Jamie Benn shorthanded. He'll just circle back and wait. Power play expiring. He has the puck. Try to make a move. Steal. And a line change for Dallas. Fleury. 0 for 2 on the power play. The Jets 0 shots. Labushkin. Lowry has it now entering in. Baron looking. Shot save made by Ottinger. Stars really need to turn up their offense here. They haven't had much. They're running 11-7. There's a chance here in front of the net and another save by Ottinger. Just feels like they're getting out-battled right now, Dallas. Harley, now Labushkin. Stars got to get it back on their favor. No icing. Deflected off a body, I believe. 6 minutes have passed here in the second period. Here is Connor moving in. Pass for a Fleury save. Rebound Lowry trying to get it. Blocked away Connor. Along the boards. Passes it to the point for Shen, who sends it deep into the corner. Labushkin intercepts it, deflected around, still loose along the wall, and it comes free for Harley. Pressured by Appleton. Their forecheck is insane right now. 15 shots to 6. No icing, waved off by the linesman. Stars have only had 6 shots in almost half of the game. The Jets have limited their offense here in game number 4. Deflected up in the air. Where's the puck? Knocked down. Connor's shot was blocked out in front. Sandberg, as Johnston did not know where the puck was. DeMello sends it low, deflected. Shifley couldn't get it. Johnston will move it up into the middle for Bischel, joining the rush. Into the zone, drops it out for Duchesne. Shot, save, loose! It's in front of the net where no one was there. First chance for Dallas that they've had in a while. Offside at the line. 13:02 to go. As the Stars and the Jets are even at 1 here in game number 4. They get some good chance that the net came off, actually, for the Jets. Weird one there. I don't know why the net came off. 13:02 to go. A shot that was looking like a pass. Ehlers. Banks went in off of Ottinger, and it's tied at 1 in game 4. We're back, everybody, here at American Airlines Center. 13:02 remaining in the second period of game number 4. The Stars and the Jets even at 1 here in game number 4 in the score. The Stars leading the series 2-1. Shot back in by DeMello as the Winnipeg Jets won the faceoff. Nemestikov sends it behind the net for Niederreiter. Pressured by Harley from behind. Johnston is trying to get free along the boards. And there is like around 8 people there in the corner. And it's cleared out the center ice. Morrissey has the puck now, and he'll pass it across for DeMello into the middle. Nemestikov now, Niederreiter, 3-on-2. Shot, Niederreiter, save made by Ottinger. He's made some good saves so far, and the goal he let up was kind of bad. Rantanen in, trying to make a solo effort. He got taken down in a penalty upcoming on Winnipeg. He tripped him up. Rantanen in a solo effort. And it's Niederreiter again going to the penalty box, and the Stars have their chance to get their offense going. They haven't had much here in the second period. Here's a chance to get it going here. Niederreiter goes into the box, and the Stars are going to go to the power play.
Number 62, minor penalty for hooking.
A hooking call on Niederreiter while he hooked Rantanen, and the Stars are going to go to the power play. Huge power play here for Dallas, trying to get their lead right back. 12:21 to go. Face-off won by Dallas. Harley looking. Duchesne along the boards. Waiting for an option. Back for Harley at the point. Shot. Blocked. Johnston to Duchesne. Back for Harley. Duchesne now again in the circle. Pressured by Pionk off the puck. And Lowry will clear it down the length of the ice as Duchesne wasn't able to maintain possession there in the corner. Harley, he'll drop it off for Hintz. They're 3 for 8 in the series, 1 for 1 on the power play on only one shot. It was Granlund's goal. Rantanen along the boards, rimmed it all the way around, intercepted by Shen. Gets it through Johnston. Jets trying to clear it, comes into the slot, and it was this close to being held in, and Baran clears it down the length of the ice for the Jets. Ottinger out to play it, and Harley gets it now for Dallas with 1:05 left to go on the power play. They haven't had much on this power play at all. Granlund again, through the middle. Trying to get through, he makes a zone entry. Rantanen, he'll go back to the point for Harley, who holds it in. Sends it low and is intercepted by Sandberg. That was a very bad pass by Harley. Good read, though, by Sandberg, as they have not had much on this power play. But don't count the Stars out on the power play. They've been great on the power play in this postseason. Marchment lays a hit there on Pionk. Goes back to the point for Heiskanen. For Robertson. Back for Heiskanen. Across. Granlund. Back for Heiskanen. He waits. Bass for Robertson. Back for Heiskanen. He shoots. It was blocked out in front of the net. Robertson along the boards. 18 seconds to go on the power play. Heiskanen to Robertson. Robertson waiting. Waiting again. Still waiting. And what was that? That was a terrible pass. I don't know where he was looking at. Heiskanen. Re-entrance by Dallas. Granlund. Power play expiring. Sagan up in the middle of the ice in the slot. And he couldn't get a stick on it. It was a bouncing puck. 0 shots on the last power play for Dallas. That was a very bad power play for the Dallas Stars. Heiskanen now has the puck. Still stuck at 7 shots in this game. Halfway through. 16 for the Jets. So far, the Stars' offense has not been able to work out. Heiskanen overskated the puck, and Ben will clear it out. Steele backhands it out to center ice. Dadonov will move it in on side. Across Lindell. Save. A rush for the Dallas Stars finally. Jamie Benn, a huge hit in the corner. And the crowd stands. Ceci held it at the line. Sends it low behind the net. Dadonov trying to center it. Deflected off a stick, and Scheifele cannot clear it. Held in by Steele. Loose along the boards. It's fought for. And Scheifele moves it out of the zone. Lindell. 16-8. The shots favoring the Jets. Steele to Lindell. Stretches it up, and it deflected back in. Granlund's being held. No penalty. They miss another one of those calls. Held at the line. Rantanen got taken down without the puck. Jets are getting away with some stuff here in this game. Bischel with the puck pressured by Perfetti on the back check. It's cleared out to center ice. Here comes the top line out here for the Dallas Stars. Chipped into the corner by Granlund. Rantanen trying to get it away from Sandberg. Loose along the boards. Rantanen pressured off the puck by Perfetti. Nothing is going for Dallas as they're eliminating off Rantanen's opportunities. Rope Hintz will send it back in as Sandberg will pick it up. 8.5 minutes to go in the second period. Stars trying to get some momentum here. They have not been able to get much in the second period. Some chances, but not much. Only 8 shots thrown at Hellebuck in this game. Duchesne trying to steal it away off of Fleury's stick. Stretch up here for Kyle Connor, who backhands it into the corner. Petrovic gets it now. The Stars trying to get some momentum. Stars crowd behind them. Jets have played it well defensively. Petrovic deflects it up in the air, right to Shen on his stick. Backhands it back for Fleury behind the net. And Ehlers passed it back for Fleury. And it's stretched up here into the middle, deflected off a stick and sent deep into the corner. Harley will rim it all the way around, and the Stars look to counter. Robertson moves it up a pass for Rantanen, dropped it out for Johnston out of his reach. Trying to go back for Rantanen, that pass couldn't connect. It's still loose along the boards. Johnston off the outside of the net. Off the pass by Rantanen. Robertson backhands it around for Johnston. Johnston got tripped up, no penalty. Robertson behind the net. Almost pushed off the puck there. Robertson will go back to the point for Harley. Sends it across. There's a chance. Labushkin shot. Rebound in the crease. And a good chance for Dallas. Robertson almost stole it away off the back check. Shot back in by the Jets. The first good chance, and it rolled to the front of the net. Harley did not know where that puck was. Stars trying to get some energy now. Steele chipped in by Ben into the corner. Pionk and Ben trying to throw a hit on Pionk. Loose along the boards. It comes free for Appleton in the slot. The Jets will look to clear it. Almost cleared out of the zone. And was that a delay of game penalty? That should have been a delay of game. They say no. 6:45 to go. Stars with an opportunity. Labushkin off the glove of Hellebuck and Rantanen just over his stick. Just barely. Jets holding on. Stars and Jets tied at 1. We're back in Dallas, everybody. 6:45 left to go in the second period. The Stars with a 1-1 tie here at American Airlines Center. The Jets and the Stars even at 1. As the Stars are trying to get some energy here and momentum on their favor as the Jets have the shot advantage in the game. And nothing much on the offense here in the second period for the Dallas Stars. And they look to try to change that here for sure. Here was this chance by Labushkin. It just hopped over the stick of Rantanen. He had a chance, but Morrissey was tying him up. A great defensive play there. Rantanen had it in the crease, and he just couldn't get the stick on it. 1-1 tie. It seems like Dallas was just about to get a good lead again. Johnston wins the faceoff. Heiskanen shoots over the net. Oh, that would have been a great comeback for Miro Heiskanen, who had not played since January, to get his first goal back with the Dallas Stars. 6:30 left to go in the second period. Here's Harley on the entry. Angled off by Pionk. Loose along the boards. Zadonov couldn't get it in. Niederreiter will move it up. Niederreiter moves it for Nemestikov out of his reach. Rimmed it all the way around. Connor trying to get it. And Dadonov will move it up. Johnston now with the puck. Stars trying to re-enter. Flipped back into the corner. Shots are 17-9 in favor of the Jets. Stars not even at double-digit shots yet. Sandberg will send it back in. Lindell has the puck. Granlund dropped a stick. He picks it up again. Stretch pass here. Dropped it off. Hintz. Now Rantanen in his skates. Couldn't handle the puck. Goes back to the point. Lindell. He shoots. It's wide rebound. Oh, they missed wide on the rebound. Rantanen. How did Rantanen not score there again? Oh, my. Chances for Dallas now as they're feeling it. Rantanen pushed off the puck by DeMello. Centering pass. Blocked away. Ceci tried to hold it in and he could not. How did Rantanen not score that? Offside at the line, and Granlund would like to argue. How did Mikko Rantanen not put that in the back of the net? Let's see. Huge hit there on Granlund. They're not showing the chance. They're just showing the big hits. 1-1 tie. 5:18 to go. We're back, everybody, with 5:18 left to go in the second period. It's a 1-1 tie here in Dallas, and the Moose are loose in Dallas as the Moose antlers are out. The victory greens all around as the Stars are trying to win Game 4 and go up 3-1 in the series. And a sign there with Jets going down in flames. That's what the Stars fans want, and they hope to get it. But the Jets trying to ruin that. 5-on-5 with Rantanen on ice. Shots on goal 2. And 11 when Rantanen's on the ice with the Jets in this game. Which is odd, for sure. Might be the difference because they're playing an 11-7 lineup here for the Dallas Stars tonight. As Miro Heiskanen returned. Here is Velarde looking. Sends it to the corner. Lowry. Loose along the boards. Sagan trying to get it. He will. Maybe a 3-on-2 for Dallas. Out of the reach of Marchment. Sagan trying to get it back up in the air, and it's picked up there by Ehlers. Duchesne disrupting them from behind. Sent back in. 1-1 tie here in Game 4. Stars trying to take a 3-1 series lead. Here is Robertson. Chipped it behind the net. Sandberg trying to get it out. Johnston gets the puck free. Robertson with the puck. Johnston got taken down. He didn't even have the puck. Labushkin's getting a little bit interfered there. Or, pardon me, Rantanen. Goes back, shot. Wide of the net. Rantanen on the rebound looking. Centering pass for Robertson and a save made. A good chance there for Jason Robertson's first of the playoffs. And it's cleared out to center ice. A great pass by Rantanen. What a passer he's been. He's such a great playmaker and a great finisher, too. Here's Robertson again. Rantanen double shifting on his knees to Johnston. Shot save by Hellebuck. Robertson got taken down, I believe, or fell And he set up the opportunity for Johnston, and Tanev and Bischel have been going at it all night, and they continue to exchange words. All night, Bischel has been getting in the head of Tanev. And with 3:47 to go, 2 quality scoring chances for the Stars have been stopped. But the crowd is feeling it now, as they felt that the Dallas Stars have started to get some more chances here. 3:47 remaining in the second period. Crowd trying to hype their team to a 3-1 series lead. The Jets trying to tie the series. 4-1 at home this postseason, 2-3 on the road for the Dallas Stars. Off the face-off, and they say that was 1-2 cleanly. Okay. 3:47 to go in the second period. Now the Stars are at 11 shots. Jets at 17. Ben in the face-off dot. He tries to win the face-off against Scheifele. He could not. Ben's such a good face-off guy, so I'm confused why he's just not winning face-offs as he used to do. Heiskanen. Scheifele intercepts that. Heiskanen's tied up with Scheifele. And here's Lindell joining the rush with Dodonov. Pass on the far side for Steele. Looking. Goes behind the net. He's pressured by DeMello. Steele behind the net. On the backhand. Goes for Ben Lowe. Has some trouble with the puck. And then a pass back for Steele was out of the reach. And I don't know what Ben was trying to do there. Connor 3-on-2. Here's Iafallo on the backhand trying to wrap it around in front. What a save by Ottinger on 2 chances. Connor and then Scheifele denied. Here's Sandberg's shot. Loose over the net. Oh my goodness. What a save by Jake Ottinger to keep the game tied at 1. That's going to be an icing on Dallas. But a huge save by Jake Ottinger with 2:48 remaining in the second. My goodness, what a chance. A wraparound, and then it was actually a pass for Connor. Did Connor fan on this, or was this a great just save by Ottinger? Let's see this again. He sealed that post. Iafallo, and then Connor just denied, and then Scheifele on the rebound denied as well. Wow, what a save. Sandberg, across, shot, blockered up in the air, and it pops back to the point. Jets almost at 20 shots. They are at 20 shots now. 2011, the shots favoring the Winnipeg Jets, and it's flipped out to center ice by Dallas. In the third period, they got to find their offense because they have not been able to find much here in this second. Nemestikov sends it back in. Lindell along the boards, Harley tied up Rantanen, and Niederreiter couldn't hold it in. Here's a 2-on-1. Granlund with hints. Granlund looking. He shoots. He scores! 2 goals for Granlund, and the Stars have the lead. Mikael Granlund's second goal of the game gives the Stars the lead. Mikko Rantanen with the board battle win to start the 2-on-1 with Hintz and Granlund. Sandberg was back, and a perfect glove side again shot by Mikael Granlund. After the huge saves by Ottinger, the shift before, the Stars have the lead again with 2:08 remaining in the second. A huge goal back in. It's Velarde. Dropped it out. Shot wide of the net by Fleury on the one-timer. Centering pass in the slot. Loose, and it's cleared out of the slot. Velarde pressured by Marchment. Can't clear it. Shot was blocked. Marchment's stick got thrown out of his hands with 1:45 to go. Second goal tonight for Mikael Granlund, his first multi-goal playoff game since, I believe, 2014. To the point, no one was there, or was intercepted there by Velarde. With 1.5 left to go, the Stars with a 2-1 lead in Game 4. Harley rimmed it all the way around. Marchment trying to get it out of the zone. A late period goal for the Dallas Stars. Scheifele couldn't get it. Marchment backhands it, deflected up in the air. Back into the Stars zone, Harley. Labushkin gets it now, and cleared out of the zone by Dallas. Morrissey tries to re-enter, and DeMello will pass it into the skates And a minute and 5 left to go. 2 goals tonight. 4 points in the last 2 games for Mikhail Granlund. He has 2 tonight. That top line has been magic for the Dallas Stars, and it just deflected on the side of the net. Harley was trying to glove that down. He did not. Morrissey with 50 seconds to go at the blue line sends it low into the corner. Connor spins away from Rantanen. He fell down. Harley gets it now. Trying to clear it out of the zone. Rantanen has some trouble as Connor won the puck battle. Centering pass for Iafallo broken up, and Rope hints the other way. Chips it up. Rantanen racing the puck with Morrissey. Rantanen trying to get it. Loose along the boards. Hintz now. Granlund waiting. He shoots, deflected, loose. Hintz couldn't bang it home. With 26.6 remaining in the second period. The Stars with a 2-1 lead in there. Getting offense with some huge saves by Ottinger. This was a great save here on the 2 chances. Scheifele and Connor couldn't bury it. And in the next shift, Granlund puts it on the glove side of Hellebuck, and the Stars regain their lead. 12 goals scored, most among remaining teams in the second period this postseason. Proves right there as they get the lead back. And the crowd chanting, "Let's go Stars." They have a face-off here with 26.6 seconds remaining in the face-off dot in the Winnipeg zone, pardon me. Johnston and Ben. Ben will take Johnston's place, as I guess Johnston jumped before, and they have to kick him out of the face-off. Ben trying to win the face-off here. Maybe get some chance here for Dallas. He does win the face-off. Ceci shoots, and it was blocked out in front. Robertson held it in. Sent it low into the corner with 20 seconds to go. Johnson disrupted. Couldn't get to the puck. Ben lays a hit there with 15 seconds to go. Pionk moves it up. Chips back into the zone. Behind the net, Heiskanen pressured by Pionk. Shot was blocked out in front of the net. Here's a chance for Appleton, and they missed the net wide with 3 seconds to go. Sandberg's shot blocked out in front of the net, and the period's over. Stars have a 2-1 lead after 40. Mikhail Granlund with 2 goals. A huge second period for him. Huge 40 minutes for him. And the Stars have a 2-1 lead. We'll be back with our intermission report coming up next as the third period is looming for the Winnipeg Jets. The Stars have a 2-1 lead in game number 4. We'll be back. back, everybody, and the second intermission about to start here. And the Stars with a 2-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets. It felt like the Stars were getting outplayed in this period, but a goal by Mikhail Granlund gets the Stars a lead again. For the second time in the game, the Stars have a lead after leaving a period. And the game-tying goal was Ehlers with this one. And a minute and two after the power play had expired. There's no replay of this goal visualizer, so can't really show you what unless we play the video, but I'm not going to get taken down midstream. But we can show you the Mikhail Granlund goal with a snapshot and a Rantanen assist again. Rantanen huge in the series, makes the board paddle and gets it up for a 2-on-1 with Henson Granlund. Granlund just beats Hellebuck again on the glove side. That seems like its weakness right now. And the Stars have a 2-1 lead going into the intermission again. They're looking to hold on and win this one to take a 3-1 series lead going to Winnipeg. We will see if they can do so for sure. And other series tomorrow night, it's going to be Toronto versus Florida. That series tied at 2. And Toronto and Florida, that's going to be a good one. Toronto laying up 2 games in Florida. The Panthers, the defending Stanley Cup champions, are right back in it and look to try to get something out of this series and try to move on to the Eastern Conference Final. A chance for Carolina and Washington to move on. The Washington Capitals down 3-1 in the series, trying to keep their season alive in game number 5. The Carolina Hurricanes trying to move on to the Eastern Conference Final for the second time in around 4-5 years. And they look to do so again as they have a 3-1 series lead. So did the Edmonton Oilers over the Vegas Golden Knights, a dominating 3-0 win in Game 4 for the Edmonton Oilers against the Golden Knights. And the Golden Knights are going to have to win one at the Fortress to try to force a Game 6 in Edmonton. Stars trying to take a 3-1 series lead and have a do-or-die Game 5 for the Jets in the Canada Life Center, I believe that's what they're called, the arena in Winnipeg. As these are the stats after another 20 minutes. The Jets have been out shooting the Stars each period it was a better second period for the Dallas Stars because they got the offense going a little bit at the end after the Mikhail Granlund goal. But the Jets have put up 10 shots on goal each period. They're coming up big on most of them. And only 13 shots for the Dallas Stars, but they have a 2-1 lead. 2 goals. It's the Mikhail Granlund show. It's the finish show in Dallas as they continue to dominate in the playoffs. As now the faceoffs are in favor of the Jets. 1 for 2 on the power play is Dallas. 0 for 2 on the power play of the Jets. 32-23 the hits favoring the Jets. Block shots 10-8. Giveaways 12-10. There's a lot of giveaways in this game. 22 combined. And 2 takeaways. And that's it. And the Stars have a 2-1 lead, trying to take a 3-1 series lead in the series. We'll be back with more on our intermission report coming up next. We're back, everybody, and the Dallas Stars with a 2-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets, and we are intermission, and a 2-1 lead for the Dallas Stars, and look to see if the Dallas Stars can hold on for another period and win this game and take a 3-1 series lead in the best-of-7 series. These are the stats, and these are the penalties in the second period. Tyler Sagan has taken 2 penalties in the game. Pretty bad. You need to just stay disciplined. But both teams taking 2 penalties each in their respective periods, both the periods. And, this is the Granlund goal that started it off. If you want to see that one again, we cannot show you the Jets one. Because I guess they said the goal visualizer is not going to be interesting on this one. So, we'll show it well. So, there's the Granlund goal, and then nothing here for the Ehlers goal. Kyle Connor and Morrissey with the assists on that. Rantanen with the assist there. He gets another point. He's combined for 16 of the last 19 Stars goals. Insane. As we'll go to break, and our third period coming up next on the NHL and MHS is coverage of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're back, everybody. The third period about to start. The Stars trying to hold on and take a 3-1 series lead. The Jets trying to tie it up, but the Stars, with 2 goals off of Mikhail Granlund's stick, have been able to take the lead twice. And the Stars trying to hold on for another 20 minutes to try to take a 3-1 series lead. Crowd is loud. There's more than 100 decibels in here. And we're underway in period number 3. Heiskanen only played 10:28 throughout the first 40 minutes. And he's out there on the ice again. Third of the playoffs for Ehlers. And 2 goals by Granlund. First and second of these playoffs. Johnston, or his third, I believe, maybe. That's going to be no icing there. 11-7, the scoring chances favoring the Jets. But the Stars with 2 goals off of Mikhail Granlund's stick. And they have the lead. Here's a chance down low, and Lowry couldn't get the pass across for Perfetti. Here is Dadonov the other way. Got a poke checked away off his stick. Ehlers poke checked it away, and then Dadonov will just send it in deep. A circle back there by Shen. As the Stars trying to get the puck here. They'll get in the corner, Lindell. And Ceci gets it behind the net. Goes through to Shane. He lays a hit, and then it's going to be an icing on Dallas a minute in. So early on, physicality playing a role in this series continues. And that great save by Ottinger on Scheifele and Kyle Connor has stood as a difference as after that, the next shift, Mikhail Granlund and Hintz were on a 2-on-1. Sandberg back. Granlund was looking to Hintz if he was going to pass it, but instead he shot it on the glove side of Hellebuck and fooled him. 3 goals off the rush. Tied for most in the NHL. A turnover here. Here's Dadonov. He shoots, and a save made by Hellebuck. Goes back to the blue line. Ceci now Dadonov down low. No one's there. Dadonov centered. Save. And then the rebound shot wide by Hintz off the outside of the net. Granlund trying to steal it in again. He gets it again. Granlund on the backhand blocked. Hintz with the puck now. Stars pressuring early on in the period. Here's Lindell. He shoots. Deflected. So he just missed wide. I thought it might have went into the net. But Rantanen deflected it wide. How did that not go into the net? Oh, I don't know if that was even crossbar level either. But the Stars with a chance to make it 3-1. Rantanen with the opportunity had some chances. He makes through 2 moves there. Rantanen trying to get through. He gets taken down by 2. And man, oh man, he just took down a whole entire Jet squad and almost scored a goal. The ability of Mikko Rantanen and icing on the Jets. He forces an icing. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? He took down the whole entire Jet squad trying to get through the lane. How did Rantanen deflect this off the crossbar? And it was going in. And Rantanen was this close to making it 3-1 Dallas. And just right off the crossbar. So close. Scored or assisted on 16 of the last 19 goals for the Dallas Stars since the first round in game number 5 here at home. He's had most of this production on a home ice. Deflected into the corner. 19 points this postseason. Leads the NHL with that. Harley, now Labushkin with the puck. 2.5 minutes have passed by. Labushkin gets it again. Deflected back into the zone. Steele couldn't knock it down into his stick. It's going to be Marchment and Steele out here with Sagan. They're changing up the lines here as Duchesne has been taking off that Marchment, Sagan, Duchesne line that usually is playing together. Marchment rimmed it all the way around. Not cleared out yet. DeMello. And now Nemestikov. Flurry looking. Shooting over the net. Perfetti sends it low into the corner. Sagan intercepted it. And Steele will have the puck and pass it across for Labushkin. Back for Steele again. Stars going for a line change, but Steele just sending in deep. Steele. Centering pass is blocked away. Bischel comes back out to center ice. Robertson. Bischel got taken down in the corner. No penalty. Robertson, now Bischel again. Waiting, and he tried to drop it off. Instead, he sends it deep into the corner. Rope Hintz, and now Johnson behind the net. Broken up. Hintz, a chance. His stick got lifted. Hintz again, and then he lost the handle. And Hintz got taken down. A penalty upcoming on the Jets. And a high stick. And there's blood, I think. Yep, there is blood. It's going to be a 4-minute power play for Dallas. There was blood. That is a penalty on the Jets. Fleury going to the box.
Fleury.
And what's the penalty call? Is it 4 minutes?
4 minutes, double minor.
It is.
The play will be under review.
It's under review.
Just a
The Stars fans loving it. And yeah, that's a high stick for sure. For sure that's a high stick. Fleury cannot even deny that. DeMello swats his hand in frustration. But that's a clear high stick. I don't know how you can even think that's not a high stick. It's under official review right now. But for the moment, if this stands, the Stars will go to the power play for 4 minutes and try to extend their lead to 2 or 3. See how long this will take. Fleury will be in the penalty box, I believe, though. That's a high stick if I've ever seen one.
Guys, they want.
I don't know why they're trying to review this. Are they trying to see if it's a follow-up? That's not even, the puck's not even close to it. That's a penalty all day. I mean, that's a penalty all day. That gets called every single time. And it will be a 4-minute power play for Dallas as the official review determines that it is a 4-minute. And Hintz was bleeding after that. And he might have lost a tooth, too. Jeez, he lost a tooth. I think. He was wiggling his teeth. Oh, wow. So a huge opportunity for the Dallas Stars here. A 4-minute power play. Looking to take the lead and extend it. Conferencing here, the linesmen and the referees, and now they get back to their positions. Hintz will take the face-off here. And the Stars trying to convert on this 4-minute power play. Everyone's standing at American Airlines Center. Hintz gets kicked out of the face-off dot for Rantanen in the circle. Iafallo, Pionk, Lowry, and Sandberg, the penalty killers. Face-off one here, and Sandberg try to clear it out. Pionk, and then it's deflected up in the air out to center ice. Harley has it. Stars trying to score on a 4-minute power play. 1 for 2 on the night. 3 for 9 in the series. One shot on their power play. That only shot was Granlund's goal to make it 1-0. Hintz gets barricaded there, and Pionk will send it around. Robertson held it in for a moment and cleared out to center ice again. Stars have not been able to get much so far. 25 seconds into the power play. Here's Hintz on the pass. Here's Robertson with the puck along the board. Sends it behind the net. I don't know why Robertson's just passing it weird today. Rantanen now. Hintz trying to center it out in front. And it goes and gets cleared. Ardinger out to play it, and then Harley has the puck now. Has the puck still, and will drop it off for Matt Duchene. Pass across for Granlund, who's red hot in this game. Shoots it in wide of the goal. Hellebuck knocked it down. Granlund picks up the loose puck. Granlund looking. Goes low for Duchene. Shot, Marchment missed the net. Heiskanen. Now for Sagan. Duchene again. Back for Heiskanen at the blue line. Goes for Granlund. Back for Heiskanen. Shot was blocked. And Nemestikov goes the other way shorthanded, and he'll just dump it in. An 82-mile-per-hour shot by Miro Heiskanen, and he can't get through. And it stung one of the Jets on the ice. Granlund again. 2.5 minutes to go on the power play. That's broken up at the blue line for a moment. Heiskanen has the puck, though. Granlund along the boards. To the point, Heiskanen. Across for Sagan. Waiting. Delane along the boards. To the point, Heiskanen. Slaps it across for Granlund. Deflected back to Heiskanen. And it's broken up, and Kyle Connor's going in shorthanded. Miro Heiskanen trying to get back. Kyle Connor. Saved by Ottinger. A shorthanded breakaway for Kyle Connor and denied by Jake Ottinger. And Robertson will pick up the puck. Less than 2 minutes left to go on the power play. Robertson disrupted from behind. He has the puck. Waiting. He'll drop it off for Harley. Hintz. Now Robertson stuck in the skates. He has to go back. He's pressured along the boards. Dumped back in Johnston. They haven't had much on this power play here. The Marchment chance was probably the only one. Hintz trying to center it. Goes back to the blue line for Harley. Off the skate of Rantanen. Hintz back for Harley at the point. Rantanen along the boards. Looking. Waiting. Rantanen center. Johnston. Here's a chance. And a save by Hellebuck. Rantanen stolen away for a moment to Mello. Rantanen off the skate of Hintz. He was going back for Johnston. Johnston still gets the puck, though, with 1 minute and 15 left to go. Hintz back for Johnston along the boards. Back to the point for Harley. Johnston along the board still. Back for Harley again, trying to loosen some room. Rantanen looking for Harley. A minute left to go. To Rantanen again in the circle. That one off the stick of Hintz. Rantanen gets it back. Pressured by Lowry. Rantanen goes low. Robertson behind the net. Back for Rantanen along the boards. Goes for Harley. Stops at the cross. Johnston save up in the air. It's stopped. And Robertson got taken down. And 46 seconds to go on the power play. The Stars were working the puck all around and had the Jets tired. Kyle Connor, though, with the breakaway, shorthanded. Heiskanen had turned it over at the blue line with a bad pass. And a huge save by Jake Ottinger again. 13:20 to go. This is Johnston's opportunity. Didn't get much on it, and it rolled up in the air. And, yeah, gloved by Hellebuck. 46 seconds to go. Still power play. 4 minutes almost killed off the clock. Stars trying to score to make it 3-1. Duchesne trying to win the faceoff. Sandberg will clear it around the boards and out the center. Miro Heiskanen with the puck. He'll drop it off for Mikael Granlund. Looking at center ice. Passes it for Duchesne. Deflected up in the air into the slot. Knocked down Duchesne. Waiting. As the Jets couldn't clear the puck. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Miro Heiskanen held it at the point. Back for Duchesne. Goes low into the corner. Marchman was not anticipating that. Loose along the boards. Granlund gets it. Heiskanen. Duchesne with some open room. He shoots off the crossbar. Heiskanen across. Granlund scores! A hat trick for Mikael Granlund. And the Stars have a 3-1 lead. The hat trick for Mikael Granlund. The Stars with a 2-goal lead, and the hats flying down at American Airlines Center. What a single performance by Mikael Granlund. Throw the moose antlers, throw the otter masks, throw everything. The Stars have a 3-1 lead. Mikael Granlund a hat trick. What a performance by Mikael Granlund. We'll get a delay here as the hats continue to fly down at American Airlines Center. The crowd loving it. 3-1 Dallas. A great play. Duchesne went off the post, the crossbar. Heiskanen passed it. Heiskanen's first point of the playoffs. Granlund with his first hat trick with the Dallas Stars. And he has a 3-1 lead with 12:37 remaining in the third period. This is where it all started on the power play. Just slips one in, and then a 2-on-1. Granlund puts it on the glove side. And then the hat trick goal on a one-timer from the circle. Beats him again on the glove side. Granlund has been red hot in this game. And the Stars have a 3-1 lead. Power play goals twice in the game. 3-1 Stars. First career playoff hat trick for Mikael Granlund. 13th playoff hat trick in franchise history for the Dallas Stars. And the Stars have a 3-1 lead with 12 and a half minutes to go in the third. An individual effort by Mikael Granlund. What an effort. The Stars have a 3-1 lead. They look to try to shut it down against the Winnipeg Jets. 12:37 to go in the third period. 3-1 Dallas. Mikael Granlund with a hat trick. A natural hat trick. Oh, pardon me, not a natural hat trick, as it was a tie game, and then Granlund got one. And the other one, too. So, a hat trick for Mikael Granlund. 3-1 Dallas over Winnipeg. Crowd still loving it. The hanger's going to give 20% off the hats, as everyone's going to need a hat now, as the hats have been thrown all over the ice, and it's cleaned up now. We're back to play again. Lindell, the power play, the 4-minute power play, does convert. Third hat trick by Stars player, other two by Rantanen in this postseason. Here's Jamie Benn moving in. He shoots and a save. Up in the air, and it goes in the corner. Stars feeling it now. Cece's shot deflected wide of the net Behind the net still. Ben trying to get it free. Crowd still standing. Dodonov centered. Loose on the side of the net. Stars feeling it now. Dodonov looking. Waiting. Dodonov. Deflected save. Hellebuck. It went off the stick of steel. And the Stars are feeling it right now with the offense. 8 minutes in. Granlund with the hat trick. And the Stars lead by 2 in Game 4. We'll be back. We're back, everybody, with 12 minutes to go in the third period. The Stars have a 3-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets here in game number 4. Trying to go up 3-1. Tomorrow night, Florida-Toronto game 5. Series tied at 2. Vegas-Edmonton, 3-1 series lead for the Oilers. Thursday night, Carolina-Washington. Carolina leads that series 3-1. And Dallas either leads 3-1 in their series on Thursday night. Trying to close it out in game 5, potentially. Here's Ehlers. Shoots! Tough angle. Save made by Ottinger. Huge save there. Rantanen the other way. 3-on-2. Onside. Rantanen. Angled off the puck as they've done a great job, the Jets, to angle off Rantanen. But they forgot the other Finnish players. The Finnish Mafia has existed. And Granlund with a hat trick for the Stars. Here is Ehlers with some speed over the net with the shot. Labushkin, and then Granlund will clear it out of the zone. Granlund's feeling good now. He has a hat trick, his first career playoff hat trick, his first with the Dallas Stars. Any hat trick in the regular season or playoffs. And a centering pass there, goes in the high slot, save Ottinger! Rebound still loose, and somehow Ottinger made the save. Morrissey, waiting, shooting, and a save at Ottinger. Ottinger continues to make great saves for the Dallas Stars. Good chance. Iafallo trying to pull through. Bischel intercepts. Behind the net, Petrovic has the puck. Pressured, and it's cleared down the length of the ice. And no icing. Waved off as it went on goal. 10.5 minutes to go in the third period. Stars leading by 2. Here in game 4, Marchment intercepts for a moment. Niederreiter's pressuring him along the boards. Loose along the wall, Perfetti continuing to be tied up at the blue line. 25-20, the shots favoring the Jets, but the Stars with 3-1 lead, a power play goal. 2 power play goals by Granlund. Iafallo. The backhander on goal, and Perfetti had the rebound there. It bounced wide. To the point, held in. Shot over the net. It might have hit a body. And less than a period to go, and it's cleared out of the zone by Dallas. Shot back in from the blue line. Ottinger tried to play it. Heiskanen clears it. And a race for the puck. Marchment, no icing. 9:45 remaining in the third period of Game 4. Stars leading it by 2. Bischel trying to knock it down. Petrovic gets it now. Backhands it around, or try to get it out at least. Turnover here in Tanev fell down. Saved by Ottinger on the rebound. On Barron. The Jets continue to throw opportunities towards the Stars' goal, but Jake Ottinger right now is feeling it as well as he continues to make saves. 9.5 minutes to go in Dallas. The Stars have a 3-1 lead in Game 4. We're back, everybody, and a 3-1 lead for the Dallas Stars here in game number 4. This was the chance earlier on in the second period before the Granlund second goal. Connor and Shifley robbed Kyle and Connor on a breakaway on the power play for the Dallas Stars, and it was stopped by Ottinger, and the crowd loving it as Ottinger has made some crucial saves, and there's still 9.5 minutes left in this one. 26 saves for Jake Ottinger. Crowd on their feet. They're loving it here in Dallas. They just need to hold on for another 9.5 minutes and they'll have a 3-1 series lead. Rope Hintz and Velarde is going to get kicked out of the faceoff circle, and instead it's going to be Lowry taking his place. And then now Hintz is going to get kicked out of the faceoff circle. The crowd booing here. They want the faceoff to just want the puck to be dropped already. And it's going to be Granlund and Lowry on the faceoff dot. 3 Stars in the slot blocking that lane. Rantanen, Harley, and Labushkin. Face-off one here by Dallas. Granlund will move it up. He's feeling hot right now. Shot back in by Hintz, and it's going to be actually an offside with 9:23 remaining in the third period of Game 4. Jake Ottinger at the other end. That kid with a mask. The Jake Ottinger mask, or I'm not sure. Cool mask, though, for that kid who's trying to, I guess Ottinger loves goalies, I guess. Cool goalie mask as well. I like that goalie mask. That's a very good design on the goalie mask. Ottinger's goalie mask, he just changed it from the initial old Stars logo to a new one with the new logo. Which I mean by new is like in 2014. That you can call that brand new, I guess. Loose along the boards, Labushkin took down one of the Jets and it's cleared down the length of the ice for an icing on Dallas. 8:58 remaining in the third. Stars leading the series 2-1. They lead this game 3-1. Mikael Granlund with a hat trick in game number 4. He is feeling it right now as he continues to put the brilliance on in this game. Mikko Rantanen assisted on the second goal for Mikael Granlund. So he's not gone pointless here, but he has been a factor in this series. Morrissey, a cross, shot, and a save by Ottinger again. Loose, and Shifley gets it now. To the point, and no one was there. Morrissey was trying to move in, and instead, Shifley passed it to an empty point. Jets almost at 30 shots. Stars stuck at 20. And an icing on Winnipeg with 8:37 remaining. So the Stars are going to face off in the Jets zone. Try to get some momentum on their side now again. But they have a 3-1 lead over the Winnipeg Jets. Mikael Granlund hat-trick goal on the power play happened in this third period. But not for some great saves by Jake Ottinger to keep the game tied. And then Mikael Granlund said, let me take it from here, and scored 2 more goals after Ottinger made that huge save and another huge saves throughout the whole entire game. The breakaway by Kyle Connor. Ben behind the net. Crowd is loving it. Ben gets taken down. Duchesne, Lowry. Jets bench wanted a penalty. They won't get it. Shen with the puck. He'll circle back and then fell down in the process. Shen with the puck now. Passes it cross ice. That's intercepted by Lindell. Dodonov. Heiskanen will shoot it back in. Rimmed around the glass. The high rocket one, too. Less than 8 minutes to go in the third period. Stars leading by 2. Here is Perfetti. Drops it off. On the far side, Kyle Connor shot off the outside of the net. Dodonov actually blocked it. Harley, now Dodonov. Duchesne clears it out to center ice. Dodonov trying to steal it away here. And he could not. He was this close, too. Stars to put pressure on the Jets, though, with the puck. Loose along the boards. It's rimmed all the way around for Pionk along the half boards as he'll send it low for Niederreiter. Back for Pionk's shot. Blocked out in front of the net by Harley. Niederreiter held it in along the boards to the point. Pionk's shot deflected over the net. And Rantanen gets it now. And he'll flip it off the glass. Robertson clears it out to center ice. Pionk has to go back. Pass across there by DeMello. As time is ticking here in the third. Nemestikov re-enters. Sent it deep into the corner. Velarde trying to get it. Angled off by Bischel. Sagan clears it off the glass up in the air. Still doesn't know where it was, and then he'll shoot it in from center ice. Less than 7 minutes to go. That deflected out of play, actually. With 6:49 remaining in the third period. Hit the netting. And so the whistle is going to, the face-off, I believe, is going to come out to center ice. This is the chance here by Scheifele as Hintz was down. And a pad save there by Ottinger, who's been big in this game for sure. Another huge save there. 6:49 remaining. 28 saves tonight. Second most this series. 31 in game 1. 3-1 Dallas. Trying to hold on with 6:49 remaining. The faceoff is going to come out to center ice right at the center logo where the Texas Hockey Dallas Stars logo is at. And Scheifele looking on from the bench. Faceoff is won by Sagan momentarily, and then he gets it back. And it's back into the Dallas zone as Harley will get it now. Velarde trying to pursue for the puck. And deflected. Stars trying to clear it to the line and out. Sagan, and now a 3-on-1. Sagan with steal and Marchment. Marchment shoots and a save. Oh my goodness. Mason Marchment with an opportunity to make it a 4-1 lead. Marchment gets hit too right afterwards. And there's no penalty on the play. Marchment now, they're getting tied up and the play's still going. I thought the whistle was going to blow, but instead the play still went on. Appleton's helmet almost came off his head. He had to go for a change if he came off his head, the helmet. Rope Hintz off the glass. Granlund moves it up. 6 minutes left to go in the third period. Pass for Rantanen onside. Circles back. Rantanen to the point. Rantanen gets it again from Lindell. Lindell's shot. Save made by Hellebuck. With 5:50 remaining in the third. 22 shots for the Stars. 28 for the Jets. And Marchment with an opportunity to make it a 4-1 lead. And then Marchment and Lowry getting tied up near the benches. 5:50 to go. We'll be back. back, everybody. It's a 3-1 lead for the Dallas Stars with 5:50 remaining in the third period. Jets Stars. Some of an otter mask. I think that guy comes to like most of these playoff games. But he has an otter mask on. And Ottinger's been big in this one. As the Stars are trying to hold on with a 5:50 remaining in the third period of game number 4 to take a 3-1 series lead. Trying to hold on. 5:50 remaining. The Jets. Hellebuck in net. Hintz wins the face-off, and Lindell gets it at the point. A pass across for Ceci goes low into the corner. Rantanen in the corner. Spinning his way off a check to Ceci. Shot. Loose and a save. Hellebuck in the glove. Yeah, the Stars just continue to just pressure in the offensive zone. Just keep the puck there if you're the Stars. Granlund with a hat trick in this one. First goal was on the power play. Just snaps one in. It deflected off the stick of Pionk, I believe. And then this 2-on-1. Sandberg was trying to defend it. Trying to block the pass, but instead he shoots it. Then Heiskanen to Granlund after Duchesne had hit the post. And a hat trick. A one-timer by Granlund. Second player with 2 power play goals as part of a hat trick. Dino Ciccarelli, a 1982 shot save made in franchise history for the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota North Stars. So an interesting fact there that has not been done since Dino Ciccarelli was on the North Stars in 1982. I believe that year they went to the Stanley Cup Final against the New York Islanders. During those dynasty years with the Islanders, Granlund won the faceoff. Lindell sends it across Ceci. Will send it in deep into the corner. Rantanen behind the net. Now on his backhand. Comes to the front. He still has the puck to Lindell. He'll send it low. Hintz. Granlund pressured. He's getting held onto by Scheifele. No penalty. So apparently penalties are off on the Jets. That was a clear hold. They called that earlier in the game and they won't call it here late. Loose along the board. Ceci centered. Deflected off a stick. Connor shoots and it was blocked. Rope Hintz will move it up for Dallas. Here's Mikko Rantanen joining the rush. To Lindell. Waiting in front. And a save by Hellebuck. A huge save on the glove side. And then Lindell punches one of the Jets. And then Ben just comes out of nowhere and takes down Scheifele. Hintz was trying to go it with Scheifele. Scheifele's helmet's off. Ben just came in and just Superman punched him out of nowhere. I guess Ben was watching Monday Night Raw last night.
Dallas penalty 14, 2 minutes roughing.
Oh, wow. Wow. So they're calling only Dallas penalties, apparently. Lindell with the centering pass to Hintz right into the glove of Hellebuck. And then Lindell. Then Ben just came out of nowhere and Superman punched Scheifele. And then Hintz. Man. Wow. So that happened. And then Scheifele and Hintz started pushing each other right after the whistle. So I believe we're going to have a Jets power play. Yes, we will be. Ben for roughing. Questionable call. I mean, yeah, he did Superman punch him, but really, everyone was part of that. Scheifele included, and he did not get a penalty on it, which, I don't know. I don't know about that call. 3-1 Dallas, 4:53 remaining. Stars trying to kill off another penalty. Kyle Connor out there on the ice with Scheifele. Velarde out there. Morrissey. And the Stars trying to kill off another one because they need one. Face-off won by Dallas. Lindell. Now Ceci trying to clear it. He gets hit near the head. Velarde goes back to the point for Morrissey. Now for Connor. 4:40 remaining. Scheifele back for Connor. Waiting at the point. Goes for Ehlers down low, and Scheifele couldn't receive the pass cleanly. Another shot was blocked by Lindell. And Lindell clears it down length of the ice with 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Huge one there. 1 for 15 on the power play this series. 0 for 2 on the night for the Jets. Velarde will turn it over for Hintz shorthanded, and he couldn't handle the puck. Oh, my goodness. Rope Hintz with an opportunity shorthanded. That deflected, so Johnston deflected it, and Hintz clears it down the length of the ice again. Then Johnston almost steals it away. Johnston just sends it in deep. 50 seconds have already been killed off in this power play. 4 minutes to go in the third in Game 4. Velarde drops it off. Let's Go Stars chants in American Airlines Center. Erupting. 18,000 plus. Loving it so far. Trying to kill off a penalty. Connor backhands it around Ehlers in the corner. Pressured by Cece. Lindell will get it behind the net. Looking to clear it. He will clear it down the length of the ice. Crowd rallying again. 3.5 minutes to go. Becomes a question when Hellebuck gets pulled for the extra attacker. Pionk moves it up for Perfetti in the middle. Deflected back in. Harley. Appleton in the corner. In the corner still. Perfetti will go back to the point for Pionk. Across for Nemestikov. Circles back. Fakes on Hintz. Nemestikov looking. Shot off the outside of the net. And Hintz can't clear it out just yet. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Appleton. He shoots and he missed the net wide. Deflected. Power play with 9 seconds. Perfetti pressured by Johnson along the boards. Not cleared out yet. Pionk held it in. Nemestikov's shot. Save. Loose Appleton. Centered Pionk. Save by Ottinger. And the power play's over. What a save by Jake Ottinger. The crowd continuing to rally on. It's a loud American Airlines Center. And with 2:51 to go, the Stars kill off another penalty. A good chance by Pionk. There was a screen. 2 screens there. Harley and Johnston and Perfetti. Pionk with the opportunity. It was more Harley and Johnston. And a good save by Ottinger with 2:51 to go. Empty net for Winnipeg. So the Stars trying to ice the game. And an empty net for Winnipeg at the other end. Connor Hellebuck is out of his net, and I believe there's going to be a timeout here by the Jets. 2:51 remaining here in the third period. A power play killed off by the Dallas Stars. 0 for 3 on the night are the Jets. 2:51 remaining in the third. There is Elaine Nasruddin talking to the Stars players on the bench and on the ice. Jake Ottinger just trying to end this game. Less than 3 minutes left to go in the third. Empty net for Winnipeg. Jake Ottinger's been big when he's needed to be, and he's been great all night so far. And man, has he made some great saves. And that pass for Connor, I don't know how that did not go in. Connor has had multiple chances in this game, and they've all been stopped. And huge saves by Ottinger all around. Morrissey getting robbed on that opportunity. 2:51 to go. 29 saves tonight. Second most in the series. 31 in Game 1. Stars trying to hold on in Game 4. Crowd with the rally towels rallying around with 2:51 remaining. Stars trying to ice the game. There's an empty net at the other end. Stars can't win the faceoff. Morrissey across. Scheifele along the boards. Pressured by Johnston. To the point Morrissey. 2:40 to go. Sends it low into the corner. Connor sends it across for Morrissey. Now for Ehlers' shot. Save Ottinger. Into the glove, and it's covered with 2:34 remaining in the third. 3-1 Dallas. Empty net for Winnipeg at the other end. And another huge save by Ottinger as that one went straight into the glove of the goaltender. A one-timer by Ehlers at the point. Changed directions, I believe. Hit one of the Stars, I believe, off of the knee. Maybe went off the leg, maybe, potentially. I'm not sure. But either way, Jake Ottinger made the save. Crowd loving it. Chanting. Stars trying to hold on with 2.5 minutes to go. And Scheifele's going to get kicked out of the face-off circle. Will be replaced by Velarde. And the crowd saying, "Let's go Stars." Face-off one here by the Jets. Kyle Connor to the point. Pionk. Back for Connor at the point. Shot was blocked. Goes behind the net. Velarde trying to get it. Goes back again. To the point. Pionk again. 2:20 to go. Connor shot. Save Ottinger again. Coming up big in the late minutes. 2:21 to go. Stars just trying to ice this game. And some chances for the Jets. Pionk and then Connor just throws one on net. Gets the whistle. It's going to be whistle to whistle for sure in this final 2:21 of the third period. Velarde trying to win the faceoff. They do. Hintz steals it away and clears it down the length of the ice. Pionk will pass it back for Morrissey. Trying to kill off some time here. Dallas 2:10 away from a 3-1 series lead. Morrissey for Scheifele. Trying to send it in. He is in with the puck. Drops it off to the point. Pionk pressured at the line. Granlund at the empty net. Trying to pass it for Rantanen. It goes back the other way. 3-on-2 Scheifele. Pass across, broken up by Hintz and deflected out to center ice. Granlund, and then Rantanen couldn't get it with 1:45 remaining in the third. Ehlers with the puck now. 100 seconds to go in the third. Stars trying to hold on. Ehlers shoots it back in on the one-timer and sent down the length of the ice. Race of the puck, Steele trying to get it. Pionk pressured by Steele. 90 seconds remaining. Morrissey passes back for Pionk behind the net. Stars trying to hold on. Pionk, pass across for Appleton. He sends it across, shot back in. Deflected off of Cece. Chance to down low. Save Ottinger. Loose in the crease and goes into the corner. Johnston trying to get it along the wall. Lowry has it now. To the point, deflected. Steele trying to clear it. He cannot yet, and then it's cleared out to center ice. 1 minute remaining in the third period. It's shot back in. Ottinger slows it down. Lindell off the glass, trying to clear it. Loose along the boards. Nemestikov to the Perfetti shot over the net. Niederreiter in the corner. Trying to center it. Lindell. Knocked down by Appleton. Centered. Goes through everybody. High shot. Wide of the net. Steele looking to clear it. He will. Ben for Johnston for the empty net. And wide. 30 seconds to go in the third. Stars trying to hold on. Niederreiter. Now to Appleton who sends it across. Nemestikov trying to get it. Loose along the boards. 20 seconds to go. It's tied up along the wall. Nemestikov got it free. 15 seconds to go from a 3-1 series lead. Perfetti along the boards. 10 seconds remaining in a game number 4 in Dallas. They're pushed to the outside. The Jets. 5 seconds remaining. Loose along the wall. Sends it across. Shot. Saved by Ottinger, and the Stars win. And they have a 3-1 series lead. The Stars win 3-1 over the Winnipeg Jets, and they take a 3-1 series lead in the series going to Winnipeg. And the Stars are 1 win away from the Western Conference Final for the 3rd straight year in a row. A hat trick for Granlund. And the Stars have a 3-1 series lead, and some frustration in the locker room right there by the Winnipeg Jets. Ottinger with a spectacular performance. Mikael Granlund with the hat trick wins it for the Dallas Stars. Ottinger, big. Stars lead the series 3-1 in the second round against the President's Trophy Winnipeg Jets. From Max, that's going to do it for me here on the NHL on MHS. As a very entertaining game number 4. The Stars hold on and win it 3-1. Good night, everybody.